Galavina, Guia Dolosana, Angita Talitakini and Navarro and Bula FM and Golden Point Resort, Basendo Nambandana Here, Vinaka.
Bula Vinaka, Navan Gotevita, Tungo 90, and the Talita Valley and Bula FM, Nambandu, and I said.
Nadago Makilesi, where Kraki and Lesbian and Bula FM, Nambandu.
Hello, Ratu Kitchen in Gatobo, and do Talita Navarro and Bula FM, and Moldo and Sere,
Bula FM, number 2 and Ser.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spade. This is FBC News. Tonight, police reveal crime stats with sexual crimes topping the list. Australia to continue helping rebuild schools affected by Cyclone Winston. And Fijians celebrate World Autism Day. The cases of rape has been on a rise for the past 5 years, and statistics show this is prevalent from the month of April to July. This has been revealed in the latest Crime Statistics annual report released by the Fiji Police Force. As Akosita Tale reports, police are now trying to find answers as to why these 4 months register most of the sexual crimes.
Police is sending out caution and warning that rape and sexual attacks start to rise from this month. The accumulative graph shows that rape cases reaches its peak around June and reduces from July.
We're trying to find out why it is happening. School is in progress. There is no major festival that is going on. When you compare this with the school breaks, Christmas and New Year, it is not as high as when in the last 4 years compared to the period we are stepping into now from April to July.
Brigadier General Gilly Ho says this is the time the force receives most of the reports of sexual abuse.
It is time now that people are made more aware. Parents, guardians, community leaders need to speak on these issues, especially in the next few months where this normally peaks. We are now into that period and we must do something about it, especially during this time of the year.
The Commissioner says his force cannot fight these crimes alone, adding the community needs to step up and provide information of any indications or suspicious activities, and traditional apology will not solve the problem.
Traditional apology doesn't carry weight. A rape is a rape, or a murder is a murder, or a theft is a theft. That's why I'm pleading with the community that they must report to us. They can have these traditional apologies to solve things, but perpetrators must be made accountable of the actions that they've done. I'm not saying don't do traditional apologies.
Parents and guardians must be alert during this time of the year and work with police to ensure the safety of our women and girls. The Fiji Police Force crime statistics for 2015 showed 284 incidents of rape compared to 246 in 2014. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
Police have issued a strict warning that if anyone is found drunk and incapable on the streets from this weekend, they will be locked up in cells. This is a directive from the Police Commissioner to Divisional Commissioners around the country. Akosita Tale again with the details.
Police are concerned with a marked increase in drunkards on our streets every night and into the wee hours of the morning.
Sometimes we go past the super bus stand on an early Saturday morning. It's like a huge bedroom that everybody's lined up along those seats taking a nap after a night out. So I've given specific instructions that if people are drunk and incapable, they need to be taken in.
Being drunk and incapable is an offense which will result in people getting locked up and produced in court. Brigadier General Gilly Ho hopes this sends out a strong message for people to drink and enjoy responsibly.
Because we will come out and address those issues starting from this weekend because of the increase in numbers of people that are out there, and it could lead to other crimes. You need to go home where you can be well looked after. It could lead to other crimes that can happen while people are sleeping. Those places are public places and it was never meant to be a bedroom anyway.
The public are being advised to take this matter seriously as police will be out in numbers to ensure a safe and drunk-free streets from tonight. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
39-year-old Chosua Dolu appeared at the Suva High Court this afternoon, charged for the alleged rape of his 16-year-old niece in 2012. He appeared before Judge Justice Alessi Temo as a large crowd gathered outside the courthouse to catch a glimpse of Dolu. DPP lawyer Saini Pomau informed the court that she needed 21 days to file information and disclosures in relation to the case. The security officer waived his legal rights to counsel, saying he doesn't want any legal representation. He has been further remanded in custody and his case has been adjourned to April 13th. Dolu has also been charged with 4 counts of rape, 1 count of murder and 1 count of abduction on 14-year-old Mere Alievu in Diumba. 2 counts of rape are related to 2 other incidents at Vunimbombo settlement in Pacific Harbour, the same community where Alievu was allegedly brutally raped and murdered by Dolu on the 14th of this month. Australia is taking a lead role in responding to the Fijian Prime Minister's call on repairing schools that were badly affected by Tropical Cyclone Winston. Australia High Commissioner Margaret Umi says they will help rebuild schools in the Northern and Western divisions. Kelly Vadala has the details.
About 500 schools were damaged and over 100 destroyed in the aftermath of Cyclone Winston.
Australia will repair and restore damaged facilities and fund the delivery of literacy and numeracy kits to 26 schools in Ra, Thakandrove and Lautoka areas. We're going to do this by committing 1.6 million Fiji dollars through our existing program called Access to Quality Education program, which we have with the Ministry of Education. We'll deliver safe environments and provide the best opportunity for children to learn.
Government believes that students will put the trauma of the cyclone behind them if they could get back into permanent classrooms and routines of normal lives.
Importance and recognition the Bainimarama government is giving to education of Fijians in this country, and the recognition that education is the way towards improving the livelihood of the ordinary Fijians in this country, and also a sustainable solution to a progressive, peaceful and a vibrant and growing Fijian economy and society.
This assistance comes from the $23 million funding package that Australia has already announced for Fiji in the immediate wake of Cyclone Winston. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Today is a special day for children with physical conditions linked to abnormal biology and chemistry in the brain. On this day each year, people all over the world celebrate World Autism Day, and Fiji was no exception as students, parents and teachers at the Suva Special School took out time to mark this day. Shireen Shivan reports.
Emily Nasilivata's 6-year-old daughter Grace is an autistic.
This is my angel. This is my only child. And this is what I've accepted. And I will fight with it. But I will not give up until I know she has a good future for herself.
Nasilivata's biggest fear is how will her daughter be able to fit in the society as Grace does not behave like an ordinary child.
She might scream out of the blue. People turn around and see her. Some may give a bad look. Some may give a frown. But that is my battle. I have to be brave as a parent. Time and again we might sit in the quiet and cry. Because some things may hurt us. But no, that is what they are.
Autism is not a mental illness. However, an autistic person needs step-by-step monitoring, a structured program from when they wake up until they go off to sleep. With the support from the teachers, Grace and her friends celebrated World Autism Day today. New Zealand's High Commissioner to Fiji, Mark Ramsden, took this opportunity to donate $5,000 worth of play equipments and books to these special children.
The significance of today's celebration values the rights and promotes inclusivity and full participation of individuals with autism. It's a chance for us all to recognise and take measures to encourage people to be more tolerant of those with autism.
There are 33 students here at Suva Special School who are autistic, and the celebration this morning was more or less a show of solidarity. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, Vishnu Mohan bids farewell to ANZ. And Digicel officially takes over Sky Pacific operations. Stay with us.
Yandra, I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Margaret Umi. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Value. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tavor Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the...
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Outgoing Chief Executive of NZJPM Pacific, Vishnu Mohan, says the strength of the bank is its people. A month away from retirement, Mohan says people in this region are fully capable of running large banks.
ANZ Pacific boss Vishnu Mohan has been grooming people to run Pacific operations without the need for expatriates.
To me, that's the future of the organization, because people who carry organization through and through, and as I speak, we have a pipeline of first-class talent who I'm pretty confident will move into senior position, including country CEO positions in the not-too-distant future.
This, Mohan says, should be his biggest contribution, not just to ANZ, but to the Pacific. The Blue Bank already has close to 50 people working in middle and senior management levels in the region. A month away from his last day at work, the banker says trials along the way have helped him succeed.
Whatever you want to do, there will always face challenges. It's all about facing those challenges, addressing those challenges, overcoming those challenges. Challenges always bring out the best in you. Challenges always help you to raise the bar and achieve what you want to achieve. That's why champions are champions, because the pressure, I always say, Moy has heard me say that pressure is a privilege. So I cannot pinpoint anything which I would call a major challenge for me.
Mohan has been based in Fiji since 2012 and has also been the chair of the Public Service Commission since May last year. Edwin Nunn, FBC News.
Higgins Fiji is the latest business to step forward with the donation to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund for Tropical Cyclone Winston. The civil construction business is familiar with the Western Division, being that they take care of all construction and maintenance of its roads. A total of $100,000 was handed over today to the Attorney General Ayaz Said Qayyum. In thanking the management team, Said Qayyum says the government is thankful for the donation and for the continued efforts shown by Higgins Fiji to support its staff post-tropical cyclone Winston.
But they've also been involved as an employer in providing and maintaining and fixing up the homes of their staff whose homes got damaged during Cyclone Winston. And that has been quite a significant amount of money that they've set aside, and they're actually helping them build their homes. So it is a good, it's setting a good example as an employer, a responsible employer.
Digicel Fiji has today officially taken over regional subscriber television service Sky Pacific. And with certain stipulations in place for their television license, the final sale price of $4 million ended up $1 million shy of the original price, which was set at $5.75 million. Maggie Boyle with the story.
Done deal. Digicel Fiji in the driving seat today, taking over Sky Pacific and talking up the next phase of operations.
I can tell you what everyone's been telling us that they need more of or would like to see changing, and that's everything from, people want wrestling channels through to more premiership football, through to Bollywood and movies. That'd be the sort of four key areas which we're looking closely at.
Digicel's Chief Executive Darren McLean says a key priority for them now is fixing all damaged Sky dishes in the wake of Cyclone Winston. Meanwhile, with no advertising or local content allowed, the eventual acquisition of Sky Pacific ended up $1 million less than the original offer.
But advertising being a key one, and advertising around the world is a fundamental part of the commercial model of running pay TV. Now, and we've accepted the conditions, and we've just decided to move forward. But given that advertising is a large part of Sky Pacific and has been for 11 years, the business is fundamentally worth something different when you take that leg of the stool away.
At midnight last night, Fiji One and the Pacific Channel stopped broadcasting on Sky Pacific service to be replaced by other channels. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The Fiji Times is taking the government to court over the awarding of government's print advertising to the Fiji Sun. In the High Court in Suva today, it was first mentioned for an application for leave to seek judicial review against the then Permanent Secretary for Communications Sharvida Sharma's decision to select the Fiji Sun as the sole approved print media organisation for publication of government notices and advertisements. Fiji Times lawyer made a submission to have proceedings expedited by consolidating the leave application and substantive matter, citing Order 53, Rule 3.9. State Council objected, submitting that proper processes were followed in awarding the contract to the Fiji Sun, with the matter now scheduled for hearing on the 13th of May. And on that note, sports now. Here's Jamie with all the very latest.
Thank you, Jackie, and good evening. In sports tonight, late change to Fiji's 7 squad for Hong Kong. And low turnout at Triple Endzone athletics meet today. This and more coming up.
एलिन लटुका में मिर्ची एफएम को लोक कर दिया जाए. मिर्ची एफएम, it's hot.
हम नकाशी से सायमान है. हम वेजिटेबल जैसे नंबर 1 है, वैसे मिर्ची एफएम नंबर 1 है.
My name is Dinesh. हम नैनी में काम करता है, स्लीपिंग जॉइंट जिपलाइन में. और मिर्ची एफएम is hot. I like it.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Defending the Hong Kong Sevens title next weekend will not be the only thing on the mind of one player who's been a regular in SOCON Po. One of Fiji's greatest players will be running on for his 50th tournament. Vashnil Prasad with the details.
It's a big tribute to him, you know. He's hung in there that long. You know, he's maintained his body. He's a professional player. And he's led by example. You know, what more can you say? That he's still in the current squad. You know, last year he was leading the points table as the highest point scorer. You know, and he's still doing what he does best. He's done well. You know, and you could look at his upbringing with his parents, who's looked after him. You know, it says a lot about a person. You look at the person, you look at the people that have supported him over the years. Basically, our first task, and right now it's just the game. At the end of the day, we want to maintain our number 1 position, and we want to face both tournaments still at number 1, and that's first and foremost.
Meanwhile, the Fiji Sevens team has made a last-minute change to its 14-member squad for the Hong Kong and Singapore Sevens. Pio Tuai has been called back into the squad after Vila Memata sustained a knee injury at training yesterday. Tuai has been cleared of an elbow injury and is declared fit for the upcoming tournaments. The team departs for Hong Kong tomorrow morning.
We had a chat with him this morning because last night he went through the whole process of rehabilitation for the next 24 hours, so we can have a look at him. But you know, as an athlete, you know when you can push your body, and you know when to say ho. And we spoke with him at breakfast, and he knows his body. He says he won't be able to, and it'll be a burden on the team if he goes.
Fiji is pooled with Korea, Canada and Wales in Hong Kong. And you can watch the live coverage of the tournament on FBC TV and catch radio commentaries of Fiji's matches on Radio Fiji 1 and Bull FM. Turnout was poor at the Triple Endzone athletics meet today. However, officials are optimistic about top schools like Andi Dhakambau and Lilin Memorial come the Coca-Cola Games at the end of next month. Talin Dadakadaka was at NZ Stadium and filed this report.
Of the 29 schools registered in the Naitasiri, Nosori, Masinu zone, only 11 turned up today for the Triple Endzone, a worrying sign for officials, with the Fiji finals only 5 weeks away.
I think the main cause we all know, Cyclone Winston, probably one of the causes that reduced the number of schools participating with Triple N. But the major schools are still there. Andi Dhakambau, Lilin, Sila, Dilkusa, and the other big schools are still in the competition.
With a high level of competition at the Suva Zone 1 and Suva Zone 2 meets, National Athletics coach Albert Miller says the Triple Endzone performance has dropped significantly.
Still some concerns that I have as a coach. You can tell that quite a few athletes are still very unfit coming into the competition. So it makes me wonder, what sort of training they're doing. So I think it needs to go back to the teachers and the trainers, and just to make sure that the athletes are well trained, so that there's no injuries or anything happen to them during the competition.
While the turnout at the Triple Endzone may have been disappointing, top schools such as Lindeen and ACS are expected to carry the hopes of the zone into Coca-Cola Games later this month. Talento Takataka, FBC Sports.
In the Nandi zone at Prince Charles Park, Ratu Nabula won the boys' title with 20 gold, 12 silver and 6 bronze, while Voto Lebu College won the girls' division with 9 gold, 11 silver and 11 bronze medals. The Suva and Nandi football teams are into their final stages of preparation for next week's Oceania Champions League in New Zealand. Both teams have never made it past the first stage of the competition, and both admit that reaching the semi-finals this year will not be easy. Red Deo tells us more.
The top two football teams from last year's National League are eagerly awaiting for the start of the OFC Champions League.
Yeah, Hikari, they've got an experienced team, and being in the same pool as well with them challenges me as well to perform.
Nandi played in the tournament 2 years ago and had a dismal outing, conceding 13 goals in 3 matches and failed to score any.
At the moment we're going really well, and we are training 2 sessions a day, and the players are all fit, and we are looking forward to the games.
Krishna says the Jet Setters have a much better team compared to what they had 2 years ago, and ambitions have been set quite high.
We'll try to improve our games this year, because I think the first year we went, it was really bad, and I think we have more better players than last time, and we'll do well and make Nandi fans proud.
The OFC Champions League kicks off next Friday. Nandi plays Tahiti's AS Stefana on the opening day, while Suva takes on Team Wellington in its first match a day later. You can watch both these matches live on FBC TV. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Billiards and Snooker Association will hold its elections tomorrow at its annual general meeting in Lautoka. Current association president Rifat Bati is expected to go unopposed, while 3 new vice presidents and a secretary will be elected.
We choose the new committee. 3 vice president include secretary and treasury. And this time some businessmen coming up in our committee, and hopefully snooker level going up. I am not disclose the name at the moment. Some very experienced guy coming in our committee.
Meanwhile, more than 45 players are expected to be part of the 6 Red tournament, which will be held at the Lautoka Club tomorrow. That is your sports for this evening. It's back to Jackie now with business.
Christopher Ward is counting down the days to the start of the Hong Kong Sevens next week. This as he today received these airline and game tickets with accommodation from FBC TV after he won a promotion during last year's Rugby World Cup promotion. Ward says he will take a friend along as he won 2 tickets and is totally excited to watch the Vodafone Fiji side in action.
Yeah, it's pretty much brewing in right now. I mean, Hong Kong Sevens is the pinnacle of sevens when it comes to 7 tournaments. And so I'm very excited and blessed that I have this opportunity not only to go but to witness Fiji hopefully win back-to-back Hong Kong Sevens tournaments.
Fine weather conditions, apart from isolated showers, were experienced over most places today. A trough of low pressure with associated cloud and rain lies slow moving just to the north of Fiji. It is expected to gradually move southwards towards the group and to start affecting the country from tomorrow. Lambasa was once again the hottest today on 33 and was joined by Nandi. All other centres hit the over 30 mark as well. And tomorrow, it's rain and thunderstorms developing over Vanua level and gradually spreading over the rest of the group. Moderate to fresh east to southeast winds. Be sure to keep your umbrellas handy. And Sunday should see occasional rain, heavy at times, and a few thunderstorms over most places. Recapping the main stories, police have revealed the latest crime stats with sexual crimes topping the list. Australia says it will continue helping rebuild schools affected by Cyclone Winston, and Pio Tawai is back in the Fiji Sevens team for the Hong Kong tournament. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to this week's poll question, we are asking, Has conjunctivitis become a major concern for Fiji? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Ni Modamanda.
I'm Sarah, I'm from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy, I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah, I live in Asinu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila, I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM, it rocks in Rakiraki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.